What's going on, bro? In this video, I'm going to be giving my client a medium taper, and I'm going to walk you through how I approach this cut. To start off, I'm going to go in with the lever completely closed on my Tune 45 and barberless clippers, going up in an arched shape just to give it that burst effect. Now I'm going up about a full inch with the lever completely open, giving myself enough room and enough space to create gradiency throughout this taper. Here I'm going in with the number 1 guard with the lever completely closed, going up another full inch, being sure to comb the hair back down to its natural position. And here, ideally, I'm getting a feel for where I want to stop at and using the 2 guard with the lever completely closed. Now I'm going back down to the 1.5 guard, and I'm working right under that 2 guard, and I'm going to start fading my way back down through this taper. As you can see, slowly but surely, using the corner of the blade, I'm just erasing the very top, but staying under where I left off with the 2 guard, just lightening up the darkness. Here I'm going down to that 0.5 guard or that half guard with the lever completely closed, and now I'm detailing the very bottom of that taper. As you can see, the texture of the client's hair is not as dense, and so I'm not necessarily needing to do a lot of work. Here I'm just playing my part right over top of where I went in with the lever completely open. Now I'm following up right over top of that with the lever completely closed with the half guard, and that's in between the 1 guard and the lever completely open with no guard at all. Just using the corner of the blade again, detailing those dark spots. Here I'm going in with the lever halfway right up under that, and I'm detailing the dark spots right in between where I went in with the lever completely closed and right in between that and the lever completely open. Now I'm halfway here, dropping down to the beard, also setting in my first initial guideline with the lever completely open, dropping down to the 1 guard with the lever completely closed, and I'm doing the same exact steps on the top of the beard just as well as I did in the taper. I'm just doing it in reverse, but I'm following the same exact systems. Here I'm just playing my part and being consistent throughout the beard, understanding the texture, the density, and the hair growth pattern. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that right now just to be able to lock this in and be able to come back to this video, save this for later, as well as be able to turn on that post notification bell so that you do not miss whenever I post. Here I'm just balding out that area completely with the clipper just to be able to get it down as much as possible before I go in with the trimmer. Here I'm going in with the lever completely closed again, setting that first initial bald guideline, and you'll see later why I don't set in a hard line with the trimmer, and I follow up later with the trimmer only to be able to bald it out completely, but be able to preserve the C-cup and not take this fade up too high. And so I don't want to completely bald out anything right now without the clipper, because everything that I'm doing right now, I need to be able to take it back out with the clipper. And so I follow up with the trimmer just to be able to bald it out as much as possible and be safe after everything's done. Again, the very top guard that I'm going to use is the number 2 guard. Typically, that's what I finish off with my tapers. And so feel free to figure out what it is that works for you. But for me, I use the 2 guard and I go off the heel of the blade in a flick out motion and just start debulking the top of that taper to be able to give myself enough gradients and to be able to still fade under whatever bulk is on top. Essentially, the taper, you're connecting the bald into the actual style on top, and so you want to be able to utilize the edge of the blade and stay in that small area, but be able to still manipulate the dark spots as much as possible. So here you can see I'm not using the full blade. However, I am being able to detail as much as possible, as well as in debulk the top and still blending this taper completely through and through. When working with a taper, you want to be able to keep in mind the area of space that you have to work with. You do not want to run this up too high, but you also do not want to keep it too low. And so you want to create a gradient effect. And so being able to control this haircut completely, you want to be able to know exactly what you're doing. When you go in these haircuts, you want to be able to adjust your client's head as needed, and as well as be able to control your clippers and allow your clippers to do the work. As you can see, I'm going in with the lever halfway here with the 1 guard, and this is just my system. And a system is just something that you put in place in order to be able to make your job more efficient and create the same exact outcome every single time, every time that you put up the rep. No matter what the hair texture is, no matter what the hairstyle, whatever it is, you are able to run back to the same exact system that will never fail and never let you down. So however you want to come up with your system, by all means, do so, but be able to do it enough to the point that you get confident with this and you be able to put up the reps without a doubt, without a question, and without even thinking about it, so that you can save time with overthinking and overguessing and be able to do these haircuts and put out great work, as well as and be able to build a relationship with your client. You want to be able to talk to your client and give them some type of conversation and be able to help them feel more comfortable in the shop. It's part of barbershop etiquette. You don't never want to just have a client in your chair forever and you just talking and talking and talking. I'm talking to let you know how this works on my end from my perspective, but at the same time, I'm also engaging with my client in these videos. You can't hear it, but I am engaging with my clients, and I'm being able to be more open to understanding what it is that they want, as well as in being able to be creative at the same time. And everything comes together once you create a system, and if you don't have a system, you're doing yourself a disservice. And what you're seeing here is just me detailing with the corner of the blade, the edge of the blade, or just using the end of the blade, just using the very last teeth to be able to manipulate those dark hairs, the dark spots that I see, and to be able to take those out, as well as and keep myself in that same taper area to be able to create that contrast effect. Any questions that you have, any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Someone told me that I was talking a little too much throughout the haircut. I'm not opposed to not speaking as much or speaking less if that's something that you guys are interested in. However, I'm trying to be able to help you understand what I'm doing throughout the whole video for the full duration of the video. Here I'm dropping down, like I said, doing the same exact steps. And as you can see, that taper is coming together crazy. It's crazy. The way that I cut hair, I'm just so confident in the way that I cut, because I know it's gonna work every single time. I'm trying to help you understand from a different perspective, moving into your career or wherever you are in your career. Know and understand that these systems right here, this system that I have in place, has been tweaked and edited and revised and revisited every time that I do these videos, just because I know for a fact what it is that I'm doing. I know how to put up the reps. I know how to put up the shot, and I know what it's gonna do every time, so I can't miss. It's not even on no cocky stuff. I do it so many times throughout the day, throughout my week. This is what I do. I'm not even necessarily even on no type time where I'm not teachable. I just want to be able to help somebody else learn whatever it is that I know. I can pass it on to somebody else, and whatever you can learn from this, feel free to take and put it into your arsenal and be able to help somebody else and or be able to perfect your craft. Here I'm going in with the lever completely open, going up another full inch, and as you can see, the density of my client's hair on the nape area is a little lighter, and so I'm going in, keeping that in mind. So now I'm going in with the number 1 guard with the lever completely closed, and I'm gonna finish off with the lever completely closed on my 1.5 guard and flick it open as need be towards the top. Still here, going in with the number 1. But as you can see, as thin as the hair is, or as light or less dense it is, I'm not necessarily needing to go in with a number 2 guard. So I'm gonna save myself that time and create this efficiency effect so that I can be on time for my next client, as well as be able to create the same outcome that I'm looking for, but also be able to give him what he's looking for. So now I'm going in with the lever completely closed with the number 1.5 guard again, like I said. You'll notice that I'm going across the grain. I'm going against the grain, across the grain, whatever I need to do to be able to get those dark spots out. So as you can see here, I'm angling my blade and I'm using the edge of the blade. It looks like I'm using the full blade here, but know and understand I'm not using full pressure on the full blade. And so I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm just using a piece of the blade to directly hit a specific dark spot that I'm looking for, and that's slowly erasing this. Please, please, please do not rush and go in with these clippers and then start patching or taking out too much, because you can't put it back, obviously. And so this is why you use the corner of the blade. Can't stress this enough, because every time that you go in, you're potentially gonna mess this up if you don't pay attention to what it is that you're taking off. And so by using the full blade, you're gonna take off too much. Combing the hair back down to its natural position. Here I'm dropping back down to the 0.5 guard, going in with the lever completely closed, and I'm following up right under that where I left off with the lever completely open. Now I'm dropping back down. It may seem like I'm not even knowing where I'm at throughout my taper, but I promise you, if you use lighter pressure, you can go throughout this whole taper with this 1 guard. It's how you How you go in and use pressure determines where you'll end up in this taper. Because if you're using too much pressure at the top with this 0.5 guard, obviously you're gonna take off too much. And that's why I can open a lever here and just use the corner of the blade. That's smooth. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kel. I've been a barber for going on 3 years. If you're a barber, tap in and let me know where you cutting at and how long you've been doing it. Here I'm going at halfway, just detailing those dark spots. Knocking out that very bottom bald line. Here I'm going in with a little lather, just so that I can get my client's skin prepared to go in with the hot towel, just to lift up those oils and any dirt or debris that's on the skin that may need to come off before I go in and line them up. Here I want to go in with some holding spray, and as you can see, my client is a little thinner on the outside, and so I'm going to be mindful of that. Here I'm going in on the nape area and just lining up everything, outlining that framework of that taper, just pulling everything together and just icing out this shape of this lineup. I'm just going over and beyond, over, above, and beyond, however you want to call it. Tapping the back of the beard here, and I'm just pulling everything together at its fullest point and bringing everything to its fullest potential. Executing at a high level. As you can see here, cleaning up anything left. And that's crazy. Catching any overhanging hairs right here. Let me know if you struggle with this part right here. I used to struggle with this so much at the beginning of my career. Just could not understand how to get that arched effect. Be honest. I'm being 100. I did not know how to do that. Same exact steps here. As you can see, my client has a little space in his beard where he actually is a little thinner and it's not as full. So you'll see as I bring that together as well. Set that straight line in, and then I'm wrapping around, creating that arched effect and just creating the same exact effect on the back of the beard so everything is symmetrical. All right, and for the duration of the video, I'm gonna just be lining my client up, pulling everything together, and I'm gonna just let you watch that and stop talking as much so that I can accommodate to those who don't like that, and yeah, as well as be able to still give you guys great content. So stick around to the end so that you do not miss the final results. Yes, I just created an invisible line. I did not push his hairline back at all. Also, if you see redness in this video, I'm guessing right after the hot towel, he started to get red or whatever, but please know and understand the trimmers was not affecting his skin at all, and that was not the reason that he was red. I'm guessing the hot towel affected his skin and made him reactive to the hot towel, but it's not necessarily breaking out, it's just sensitive skin for fair skin. Also, if you just did not notice, please do not feel bad about going back to your taper and detailing after the lineup, because sometimes after you line the client up, some stuff stick out in your taper or your fade, even more, and it allows you to see the inconsistencies throughout your fade or your blend overall, and it gives you an overall idea of what's standing out, and it allows you to identify those things easier. So after you line your client up, please be sure to go back and check anything that may need to be detailed. When doing the razor work, you just want to angle the razor at a 45-degree angle, stretch the skin with the opposite finger and pull it back to the natural hairline. Just being able to go completely full and keep the beard as high as possible while still keeping that same shape coming from the C-cup and connecting everything together, cleaning up all the extra debris. Same exact steps here. While it's been a pleasure rocking with you on another one of these videos, without further ado, this is The Cut, and if you learned anything, share this video with a friend, family member, or fellow barber. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell. My name is Kel, and I'll catch you in the next one.